Sarah from Sarah's Reading Nook, and I'm sorry I'm so zoomed in on this, but it is really because I have an exciting announcement. It's not really a surprise because I mentioned that I would be doing it on all different forms of social media. I am participating in Bookmas. And this is a fun video for me to film right now because I have been on BookTube now for about 1 year, and I started last year just so that I could participate in Bookmas. Crazy. This year, I would like to think that editing got a little better. And so sorry, I have to have you guys so close to me right now, like so close, because I do not want to show you what's going on with my bookshelves. You can already see more than I'm comfortable with, but I don't want to move around my lighting, so okay. So let's start and just discuss what is happening. So I've mentioned before in a previous video just recently, like I don't even know, a few days ago, guys, I have been filming a lot of videos. So I cannot really recall one from the other too much, but I'm going to try for this one. But yes, we are participating in Bookmas 2020. And Bookmas, if you don't know, it is an original idea by Haley from Haley in Bookland. She runs Bookmas and she has done so for several years. Some of the videos are videos that she will likely be doing this time around, and some are videos that I am doing because I want to do them, because they sound like fun. So now there are 13 videos that I have planned to film and edit and upload and all that jazz. So I'm gonna start just discussing the ones that I have already filmed because those ones are pretty set. If I film them, they are going to go up at some point. So what I envision is the first video that I'm gonna post on Wednesday is my bookshelf reveal. It's more than just this, what you're seeing here. It's a whole thing. And that bookshelf reveal will be a reveal, a tour. You're gonna see how I set everything up, how I took everything down from before, and it's just gonna be a lot of fun. And then I'll be going through like each and everything that is on my bookshelf, so that will be a lot of fun. Then I have a bookish gift giving guide. So I go over all the things that I think any bookworm would really enjoy. This was a lot of fun, and I hope that this will be like informative for you guys, and really hope you enjoy that. Also, Olivia had to approve a couple of items, which was really cute. Then I talk about my top 3 favorite Christmas books. These are literally books that I read every single year and books that I love. Then I talk about books that made me cry in 2020. I read some pretty powerful books, and in that video I basically go over what the book is, why it has such a strong impact on me, and whether or not I think that it would be good for you to read it. This was a really fun one too. So I did all the books that I want to read in 2021, and these are all books that I really want to read in 2021. No excuses, I'm reading them, you know? And there were so many. And I really could have kept going on, but I had to cut myself off at some point. So that was really fun. There's quite a few books in there, and I think that there will be some books that you would probably like to read too. And the last book that I have pre-filmed is Christmas Comforts book tag. So I have a book tag and I ask questions about Christmas comforts and what are the most comforting things about the season. And I share mine as well. And so this will be a really good add-on because I am going to be doing a collaboration later on with several other booktubers where we pretty much show you a reading vlog of all of our favorite Christmas comforts. It will be very special, and I am very much looking forward to everyone else's videos. So finally, I have video ideas that I have planned, but I have not filmed them yet. So we'll just go through them, and they pretty much are what you think that they'll be. So favorite Christmas movies, and there are a lot. So I don't really know how I'm gonna cut myself off. Gonna have to do a selection process. I am going to do the best books of 2020, so I'm envisioning that's going to be like my top 5 best books of 2020, because later on, I want to do tier ranking of every single book that I read in 2020. It will be 2020, but also December of 2019 because I want a whole year's worth of books. I have never done a tier ranking video. So we'll see how that one goes. I'm looking forward to it. Like, it looks like it will be something different, something fun to do. So I've already mentioned one of the reading vlogs. And another reading vlog that I'm doing is this book. This book is long and it is emotional and it is something else. And I have already been affected quite heavily by this book. So I am basically doing a reading vlog for this one. Now, I cannot guarantee that I'm going to finish this book by the end of December, but I really want to. I don't know if I'm going to be able to read the whole thing. I am absolutely loving this. I'm about this far in, so I think I'm at like 285 pages in. It is just incredibly emotional. So I'm vlogging myself as I'm reading it, and perhaps that will be for this December, or it might be carried over into the next year. But I really do want to finish this. So hopefully I have enough strength to finish this book. And the very last book that we have, that will be at the very end of December, the very end of this year, is going to be a little award ceremony. So Olivia and I are going to film this video together. It'll be a lot of fun. Basically, I'm going to make categories for biggest tearjerker, best book of 2020, best villain, and so on and so on. And we are gonna have our little like award ceremony. So yeah, that is everything for today's video. Please make sure that you like and subscribe. And please make sure that you have your notification bell on so that you can be notified whenever Olivia and I post a new video. Our schedule for December is going to be Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And so far we have been off to a great start. So we hope that you will join us. Thank you to Haley for putting this on every single year, for being so inspiring. Please check out her account. Her videos, she's gonna do 31 videos. Please let me know if you are participating in Bookmas, if you're excited for Bookmas. Perhaps I can put like a bonus video in if you give me a suggestion. And now I am searching for a Portuguese word of the day because that's what I do. So today's Portuguese word of the day is Natal. Natal. Natal means Christmas. That's everything for today. Bye.